So this is the brand new Lenovo Yoga Slim 7, otherwise known as the Lenovo Slim 7 here in North America. Now, Lenovo was kind enough to partner on this video, but this laptop is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, come on, look at this. Title teal, different from any other colored laptop on the market, not your traditional black or silver. It has its own character, super clean. A complete aluminum chassis. It's very solid. Pressing around it feels very good in the hand. It's a very light laptop, just under 3 pounds, so a great travel option or even something for back to school. But the best part is it's using an AMD Ryzen 7 7840S CPU. So you're not only gonna get good performance, but you're also gonna get good battery life. Now, it has a little lip on the front because the camera is reversed, kind of like on top, so it gives it a bit of space. So it just makes it very easy to open it up with one hand. All right, so this is what the webcam looks like. It is a 1080p webcam, so you are gonna get better quality than the traditional 720p cams. But most importantly, let me know how the microphones sound. There's a few ports. You do have 2 Type-C ports on the left-hand side. These are USB 4. There's an audio jack. And then on the right-hand side, you have another Type-C port, your power button, and then you have a switch to deactivate the webcam if you want a bit more privacy. Now, unlike other Yogas that can flip 360 degrees, the limit is 180 degrees with this one. But I've had a few commenters on previous videos that actually prefer 180 degrees because what they do is they'll keep their monitor turned off and they'll place it under their big monitor, and then they'll just use the keyboard and the trackpad together. So they don't have to like buy an extra keyboard or trackpad. They can just use this one and the display is kind of out of the way. But this keyboard is absolutely awesome. It has such a nice feel to it. It's 1.5 millimeters of travel distance. The dish space is 0.3 millimeters, so you have like this wonderful little drop where your finger is placed. It just feels very good to type on. You have a bunch of extra macro keys at the top to quickly put your laptop in airplane mode or obviously use a calculator. But the touchpad is such a good size. Like there's just a lot of space to move your fingers around. Obviously it's using Windows Precision drivers and it is made out of glass. But the sound quality on this is awesome. There are 6 speakers built inside. You have 4 at the top, 2 on the bottom, and it sounds way better than a MacBook Air. Now, one of the best features about this laptop happens to be the display. This is a gorgeous 3K OLED display. It's 16 by 10, so you have a little bit more vertical space. It supports touch, it supports a stylus, and it has a high refresh rate. You can switch back and forth between 60 Hertz and 90 Hertz whenever you want, which is good because if you want to save battery life, you're going to take it off 90 and put it on 60 so you can obviously get more time using your laptop before plugging it in. But if you're doing any sort of scrolling or playing any games, you can bump it back up to 90 Hertz. Now this unit is rocking an AMD Ryzen 7 7840S CPU paired with a Radeon 7080M integrated GPU. It has 32 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM, the beautiful 14.5 OLED display, a 1TB NVMe SSD. Now look, this CPU is fantastic. Like if you're a developer who wants a very powerful CPU that still offers good battery life, that's exactly what this S series is capable of. Even simple tests like running CINEBENCH, for example, this laptop scored very, very well. I personally found it to be very fast when it came to applications like Lightroom and Photoshop. It actually scored very high for just having an integrated GPU. And the best part about it is it ran fluidly, especially on a beautiful OLED display that you could totally take advantage of. I feel like if you're someone who's doing basic productivity but needs to do also photo work, this is a good laptop for that. I even decided to put it through a couple of video creation tasks, like 4K video. Like I wouldn't use this for like all day 4K editing, but it's great for 1080p. It's great for vertical content. And I also love the fact that I can jump into a 4K timeline, make any changes I want, save the file, render it out, and then move on to the next project. And look, this Radeon 7080M integrated GPU is really fast for an integrated GPU. It's not going to play the latest AAA titles at high resolution, but if you want to play games on your off time, you can play stuff like Overwatch, obviously League of Legends, that thing's been out for like 10 years, but even Diablo 4, as long as you're okay dropping the resolution a little bit. Now, if you do plan on pushing this laptop to its full potential, it handles heat wonderfully. On top of that, it keeps the clock speeds relatively high compared to comparable products. But the one thing that I liked about this laptop is that the fans don't kick on by simply opening up a web browser. You really have to push this laptop to hear the fans. Like if you are pushing this under full load, it will go up to 46 decibels. But if you're just doing general stuff, the fan noise is going to be well below 40. Now, there's not much point opening it up because the only thing you can upgrade is the drive. You can put something bigger, but RAM is soldered onto the motherboard. But it does have a 70 watt-hour battery, and I was able to get all-day battery life without having to charge. It does come with a 65-watt charger, and obviously it supports rapid charge, so you can top up pretty quickly. Look, this thing is an absolute beautiful product. It has good battery life, an amazing display, exceptional build quality, and even though it only has a few Type-C ports, I don't know, it just keeps a very thin profile, and it does it in a package that's still very light to travel with. Now, if you want, you can go out and buy this beautiful yoga sleeve, which will fit this laptop in perfectly and keep it protected while you're traveling. And there's also a Lenovo Yoga mouse. Now, this thing is pretty cool because it twists when you want a more ergonomical position, and then when you're done, you can basically lie it flat. But on top of that, it has a built-in infrared sensor that you can use to control things on your screen, maybe in a presentation, or you can be very annoying in class and turn off the TV when your teacher's trying to show a presentation. Now look, if you're interested in picking up this laptop, there'll be a link in the description down below. If you have any comments or questions, let me know as well. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.